Welcome to Temple Timeless Tales, where the wisdom of the past meets the imagination of today. Across the vast lands of Africa, for generations untold, stories have been shared under moonlit skies, tales of wit, courage, and wisdom that teach us the ways of life. Join us on a journey through these timeless stories, filled with cunning tricksters, brave heroes, and lessons that never fade. Sit back, listen closely, and let the stories of old guide your heart and mind. This is Temple Timeless Tales.
Long ago, nestled between lush green hills, there was a peaceful Ethiopian village. Life here was simple, yet filled with the quiet struggles of everyday people. Among them was a woman named Amina, a woman with a heavy heart. Her husband, once kind and loving, had grown distant, cold. No words of warmth, no laughter shared. Desperate to heal what was broken, Amina sought the wisdom of the village healer, hoping for a cure to rekindle her husband's heart. But what she would discover was far more powerful than any magic potion. This is the tale of the Lion's Whisker, a story of patience, courage, and the true power of love. Long ago, in an Ethiopian village, there lived a woman named Amina. She loved her husband dearly, but war had changed him. He had returned home cold and distant, his heart hardened like stone. One day, Amina, a kind woman with sorrow in her eyes, sits outside her home, staring at the sunset. The wind gently lifts her veil as she sighs, lost in thought. Inside, her husband, Jabori, sits silently by the fire, his face blank, lost in memories of war. Amina deep in thought. Why does he no longer look at me with love? What has taken his warmth away? The distant sound of children laughing contrasts with the sadness in her eyes. The village healer, an elderly woman with wise eyes, watches from a distance and approaches. Healer, softly but firmly said to her, "My child, I see the sorrow in your heart. What troubles you?" Amina responded, "My husband is not the same man he was before the war. He is distant, cold. I wish to bring back his love. I do everything, cook his favorite meals, speak softly, wait for him, but he does not see me." The healer places a gentle hand on Amina's shoulder. Healer nodding wisely instructed, "Then you must bring me a single whisker from a living lion. Only then can I make the potion to soften his heart." Amina gasps, steps back and inquired, "A lion's whisker? But how? That is impossible." The healer smiling mysteriously responded, "Nothing is impossible, dear one. You must figure that out on your own. But remember, patience and understanding are your greatest allies." Hoping to succeed, Amina walks through the dense forest, her heart pounding. Every rustling leaf makes her jump. She grips a small bowl of raw meat tightly. Her breath is uneven as she reaches a rocky clearing where a great lion rests under an acacia tree, its golden mane glowing in the sunlight. Amina's heart pounded in her chest, but she was determined. She set the meat down a safe distance away and quickly stepped behind a tree. The lion sniffs the air. Its massive head turns toward the offering. It hesitates, then slowly prowls forward and devours the meat. Amina watches in silent awe, her fingers trembling. The first few nights, Amina places the food and flees. The lion watches her retreat. As the days pass, she lingers longer, hiding behind a tree. The lion sniffs the air, recognizing her scent. Each day, she places the meat closer, whispering softly as she sets it down. Amina softly, from a distance, "Mighty lion, I mean no harm. I come with a gift." The lion flicks its tail, but does not charge. Weeks pass. One morning, Amina places the meat just a few steps away from where she stands. The lion approaches, eats, and looks at her before lying down again. Her fear starts to melt into admiration. Trust is never demanded, only earned. And Amina was learning to wait. Final attempt. The sun rises. Amina stands closer than ever before, holding her breath. The lion, now accustomed to her, watches as she kneels. She extends her hand, her fingers inches from his face. Amina, whispering, with her voice shaking, said to Lion, "Mighty Lion, you are strong and fierce, yet you have accepted my gifts. I only ask for one thing in return." Her hand trembles as she reaches forward. The lion exhales, its warm breath fanning her skin. A moment of stillness. Then, with a swift but gentle movement, she plucks a single whisker. The lion flicks its ear, but does not attack. Amina bows her head in deep gratitude and slowly steps away. Her heart raced, but she had done it. She had faced her greatest fear, and won. Amina rushes back to the healer's hut, breathless, holding up the whisker like a sacred relic. Amina triumphantly shouted, "I have it! The lion's whisker!" The healer examines it, nodding approvingly, then unexpectedly tosses it into the fire. Amina, gasping, reaching forward, shouted with surprise, "What? No? The potion?" The healer, laughing softly, and her eyes twinkling, responded, "You do not need a potion, Amina. What you needed was patience, courage, and understanding. Just as you tamed the lion, you can win back your husband's heart." Amina stares, realization dawning. She steps back, pressing a hand to her chest. Amina's eyes filled with understanding. She had conquered fear with patience, not force. And now, she would use the same wisdom to rekindle the love she thought was lost. Amina returns home. She does not demand or beg. Instead, she greets her husband with warmth, offering kindness without expectation. The days pass. Her husband, at first unmoved, begins to notice her patience. She listens when he speaks, even if he says little. She gives without waiting for a return. Slowly, his gaze softens. One evening, as the fire crackles, he looks at her, truly looks at her, for the first time in years. Jabari, Amina's husband, softly, hesitating, said to his wife, "Amina, thank you." Amina's eyes shine, but she says nothing. She only smiles, placing a gentle hand over his. And so, with patience and love, Amina rekindled the warmth in her husband's heart, proving that true love is nurtured, not demanded. And so, Amina learned a powerful truth: there was no magic potion to heal a cold heart. Only patience, understanding, and love could do that. Just as she gained the lion's trust over time, she rebuilt the connection with her husband, one small act of kindness at a time. True change doesn't happen in an instant. It takes time, effort, and the courage to keep trying. Whether in friendships, family, or love, patience and understanding will always be the strongest magic of all. If you enjoyed this timeless tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Temple Timeless Tales for more inspiring folk tales. Tell us in the comments, what lesson did you take from Amina's journey? We'd love to hear your thoughts.
If you are a story lover, a storyteller, or interested in African folktales, subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, like and comment on this video. Share this video to your circles. See you in next story.